Okay, good morning. Hi, friends. I'm Juan Ruiz from Lean Institute Colombia. I'm very happy to be here and especially to bring this case. I want to introduce to Albert Perez, SVP of Engineering and Maintenance of Avianca. Avianca is a Colombian airline that has been around for several decades. Founded in 1990, it's one of the oldest airlines in the world, and Avianca has undergone change over the years and has grown to become one of the largest airlines in Latin America. Uh, Thanks, Albert, to be here. Albert comes to share with us a wonderful case around your journey. The name of this case or and this space we want to share about the new management habits and routines for sustainable operations. So, Albert, thank you again, and go ahead. You are with the audience now.
Thank you, Juan. I'm very happy to be here. I hope my energy is at the level expected because it's quite early here in Colombia. It's still 6:30, but here we are used to start early in the morning. So very happy to be here. I'm very happy to share with you what we have been doing in Avianca for the past 1 year and a half, I would say. This is myself. I joined Avianca. Let me a short introduction of myself. I joined Avianca more than 2 years ago. With one purpose. I came to the project, a wonderful project, Avianca Transformation, and I was invited to come to help with the transformation of the whole airline. And I will explain a little bit more afterwards at the beginning of the presentation what means this transformation for us, Avianca. Yeah, I joined the team 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, and as Juan was mentioning, we are Avianca. We are, and here you have some data, some information about our airline. So this is quite not updated, not because it's very old, but because we evolve very fast. We have been, as I was mentioning, transforming the airline for the past 2 years. And there are a lot of changes that we have been doing. So as Juan was mentioning, more than 100 years old airline, the second in the world. So a big legacy. And we want to honor and to use our legacy with the purpose also of the transformation. We have, that's quite not updated. We have more than 150 aircraft right now. The routes, it's a big airline with a lot of small subsidiaries here in South America, and we have more than 12,000 employees across the world, specifically, more importantly, in Central America and Colombia. But that's a big airline. As you can see here with our friends here, todos dando todo. So that means that everybody is giving the best of himself. So we want to combine this legacy of 100 years with the best of low cost. And I will explain later on what does it mean. We want to adapt to our customers. We want to, we will, and we are delivering the value that we think our customers are requesting. So here is our legacy. We, before the change, before the transformation, during the COVID, we were much focused on onboard service, seats, entertainment. Our prices were high, premium prices. We were very slow to change, a lot of debt, and we were, to be honest, losing relevance in our markets. So COVID arrived, we entered the Chapter 11 process, and we redefined our business model. What is the value that we are giving, that we want to give to our customers? We want to give a very powerful brand, a lot of network, a lot of frequencies, a lot of easy to use network with a lot of connections, so our customers can choose and can fly systematically across South America and Central America. We want to be affordable. We want to be fast to evolve, fast to change, fast to adapt, very flexible in terms of financial balance. And little by little, and we are achieving that, we want to regain the relevance that we had in the market. So we as a company, we are changing. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm not leading the whole airline. I'm leading the maintenance and engineering team. which is a team of 3,000 people, and I'll give you more information later on. So as I was mentioning, we have a new culture. We are changing as an airline, everybody on board. We have more than 12,000 people. And our vision is, as you can see here, we want to be the airline of choice in the region. We want to deliver our customer promise. That's very important. What is our customer promise? We want to be convenient, we want to be affordable, and we want to be friendly. And at the same time, having a great workplace for our people and achieving our results. Our beliefs are cost first. I mean, we want to be an affordable airline for our customers, all on board. It's a team effort. We want to decide and deliver. We were very bureaucratic in the past. A lot of people, 100 years of legacy, so very robust, but at the same time, slow processes. We want to make it simple, and we want our people to be proud of being part of this great project, which is Avianca. Going more into the area that I'm proud to lead, maintenance and engineering. What are we doing? Our purpose is, as you can see here at the bottom of the slide, we are focused in our people. We deliver a world-class, safe, and quality maintenance because we want to achieve the best aircraft availability for our customers. That's, I think, very important. That's our purpose. That's what we have defined with this transformation in a lean framework. We just don't want to exist by ourselves. We want to provide the best and safe aircraft availability so our customers can benefit from an on-time and very reliable airline. That's our purpose as the area of maintenance. So who we are? We are, as I was mentioning, mainly in the Americas. So our presence is Colombia. 85% of our people is in Colombia. 1,900 people in Colombia, and then the second biggest hub is El Salvador, 150 people, and then we have people across in different airports and bases across South America. This is our footprint in terms of the people that are at the airports, delivering the value to our customers by providing maintenance at the airport for the aircraft that is in the line. But then we have another type of maintenance, which is where am I right now? You cannot see because we have this fancy background here, but behind me, I have the hangar, this hangar. So we are here at Medellin, Rio Negro, Antioquia in Colombia. And we have an MRO. What is an MRO? It's a hangar. We have 7-8 positions here in the hangar, 7 for 6 narrow bodies, 1 wide body, or 8 wide bodies. What is a narrow body and what is a wide body? Narrow body is a smaller aircraft like Airbus A320. Wide body are the big aircraft that cross the Atlantic, that cross the Pacific. Like, for example, we are operating the 787. So there's a big facility here with approximately 800 people, 90 years of experience in aircraft maintenance. We have shops here where we repair our components for the aircraft, and we have a big hangar just behind me with 5 lines of maintenance where aircraft come in, are completely disassembled, inspected, checked, test done, and we return them to the operation. So this is the presentation. This is who we are, what we do, and why we do this. And let me just start with the main focus, and I hope more interesting for you, lean journey that we have been undertaking, that with the help of Juan and his team, that we have been using as a framework for transformation in the maintenance and engineering team. This is not, I am new to Avianca, to be honest, 2 years here compared to the more than 100 years of the airline, but lean is not new to Avianca maintenance and engineering. And this is what this slide wants to reflect. In the past, before I joined the company, there were a lot of efforts done to implement the lean management system at the airline at maintenance and engineering. And when I arrived, to be honest, everybody in the team with a lot of experience in aviation and in Avianca told me, no, this lean management doesn't work here in Avianca. Yes, we have done things. We have done very nice things. We have done some value stream mapping in very specific processes, and we have improved indicators in this process. But to be honest, we started with very fancy whiteboards, a lot of indicators, a lot of dashboards, but this little by little has been fading down, and people is not using it anymore. Okay, so people were quite skeptic of the use and value and success of the lean management system in maintenance and engineering. The first thing that we did is to try to understand why. So we kept asking the people, why do you think this is not working? And this is the conclusion that we reached. We do believe that the approach in the past was to bring tools, to bring experts in lean and aviation, both together, which were here and we're telling our teams, this is how it is done. You have to do this. Just this is the dashboard that you have to use. Redesign, reshape your processes this way. And yeah, we had very nice process improvements, but lean was not embedded. Lean was not understood. Lean was not part of the DNA of the teams. As soon as the lean experts, lean aviation experts, left the company, were to the next project, people stopped doing what they were designing with these teams of experts. It was not sustainable. People were not fully into the lean management system, into a real change of culture. What have we done and what are we trying to do? Because to be honest, guys, we have not reached where we want to be. That's a journey. I was thinking, because I don't know if I know where I want to be. I just know the path that I want to walk, and I do know very strongly what we have to do and the steps that we are doing to achieve that. But this is a journey. This is not a final end. We will be walking, changing, evolving all the time. So this is what we are doing. We are changing our culture. We are embedding the lean culture with the people. We are giving the training, the tools that we as a leaders are changing our behaviors, the way we think. We are changing our daily management so that it's something that the people, that our staff is doing by themselves. So we are coaching our people more than telling them what processes they need to change. So what we have achieved so far, and then I will deep dive a bit with the time remaining on what we have done and the phases that we have followed. This is good. The arrows are a bit misleading. This is good. This is green. We have achieved very good results. So these are three. We have more, definitely, but these are indicators that we have designed that we believe give value to our customers. First one, AOG. AOG means aircraft on the ground. So the worst and the most expensive thing for an airline is an aircraft that cannot fly because it's under maintenance, because there are works on doing on them. 4% of the fleet was as an average before on AOG. Now it's 2%. You can imagine the improvement, the value that we are bringing to our customers by improving almost 40% on the aircraft availability for our customers. Departure, on-time performance, you all have suffered delays at the airports. We are contributors to this delay with technical problems. We have reduced by 30% these delays at the airport due to technical problems. And then completion factor, reliability, flights canceled, also they have decreased very much. They were low in the past, 0.5%. We are at 0.48, and we keep improving. This is what we have achieved in terms of results. And how the process works. Let me just, I'm not a lean expert, that's a disclaimer, but we have gone a very interesting path with our people and with Juan David and his team. We stopped and think, and this is part of what I was mentioning at the beginning. What has not worked in the past and what things we want to do differently. So this is more than 1.5 years ago. And let me tell you what were our priorities. So we defined a phase one of several months. We define our purpose. I already mentioned our purpose, to have a centric to the people, safe and reliable maintenance that brings value to our customers by improving in our aircraft availability. So we define our purpose, we define our objectives, what indicators contribute to this purpose, and then we choose 2 work streams to start implementing, to start changing the way we act, the way we worked as a team. We choose one thing that was, and that was very important. It doesn't seem relevant, but for us was very relevant. Our management system. We were coming from a year of pandemic, a year of housework. I mean, everybody was online, nobody in the offices except obviously for the technicians and leaders of the line that were obviously working on the components and the aircraft, but our support team was working from home. That was just after the pandemic. That was a mess. That was a real problem. Nobody taught us how to work online. The tools were not available. We had more than 500 people that from one day to the other, from one day they were meeting each other at the offices, working together, and the other day they were at home with a screen and with some new tools that they were supposed to know how to use it, but nobody taught them how to use them and how as an organization we were going to use that. That's very important to define our management system. So naturally, just after the pandemic and when I arrived, there was a group of 500 people attending thousands of meetings, and I'm not kidding, hundreds of meetings per week. We had meetings with more than 100 people. Can you imagine that before the pandemic? Was that normal to have a daily meeting with more than 100 people together in a room? No, but the tools were there and people were connecting to hundreds of meetings, hundreds of people at the same time in the meetings, and definitely not working in a very efficient and lean way. So that was one of the focus. We wanted to change our management system, not only about the meetings, but how we organize our indicator, what levels of problems we were solving. So we changed completely the agenda. This is not finished. This is something that you have to put a lot of energy on, because people tend to connect themselves to the meeting just to be there and just to have a presence. So we have changed our management system. We have developed levels of meetings, shorter meetings, focused into the value creation and focused in problem solving. This is our objective. When we have a problem at different levels, floor level with our line mechanics, management level, VP level, we try to solve, everybody tries to solve problems. We want to have, and we are having a culture of problem solving using the different tools that lean management provides to us. So we used an A3 to redefine the way we manage ourselves, and this was one of our focuses, our work streams at phase one. Second work stream was to choose a value flow and spend a lot of time improving the process, defining, designing, analyzing, see the problems, and changing the problems. So we choose our, I would say that the process, that was a critical process, that was a complex process, and that was a very impactful process to our customers. It is from planning to execution of our daily maintenance at the airports with our line mechanics, to the aircraft that are flying on the line. Typically, the aircraft stops at night. We do the maintenance at night, and the following day it is flying again for our customers. So this value flow is the one that we choose to analyze, the one that we use to do on the shop training, the one that we spend time doing Kaizen events, Gemba events, to improve, redesign, and apply our tools to this process. We just choose one. We didn't want to make that extensive to all the locations that we were into. We wanted to be very focused, very specific, and use that as an example and as a training to our people. And it was our people, myself, who was working on this value stream mapping. And then obviously leadership, lean training. Remember that our purpose is not to have a bunch of experts to tell us what to do. We want to have a bunch of experts to coach us, to coach our people, to change the way they think, the way they think and the way they act. Okay, so we are meeting our industries. This is myself in another Lean event, Lead Colombia. By the way, next year you are all invited. And then and then below our teams visiting different industries. There's a common speech at aviation that nothing can change in aviation. Everything is defined. Everything is in the manuals, and that's true. We are a very much regulated industry. But regulation doesn't mean that we cannot apply, that we cannot comply the regulation by doing things in a million different ways. So we have to choose the way that is best for us, choose the lean way of doing things. Let me talk a little bit, as I was mentioning, that's 100 years of history. That's a journey in second phase. So that was phase one. Second phase that started a couple of months ago, well, more than this, 6 months ago, we changed our approach. So remember, we did a value flow, we did a value stream mapping with the line maintenance. We define our purpose. We changed the management system. And in a phase two, we were looking, that was the second step, the second milestone in our journey. We were looking into stability, sustainability, consolidation of our management system. We also worked in another, and let me just go a bit ahead. We were working with the MRO. That's another big value flow. As I was mentioning, where am I right now? Our MRO, or maintenance repair organization, will repair aircraft. The aircraft go into maintenance for 30 days, completely disassemble components. So that was a value flow very different from the one that we choose at the beginning. And that's the picture here at the bottom. That was this week. We were closing this phase with everything they have done in the MRO. Very successful value flow analysis. We have completely reshaped the way people support is organized, and this will continue evolving. And another focus was leadership development. We knew that one of the main focus for our journey, our lean change transformation, was leadership, was people. So more training, more on-the-job training, more coaching from the Lean Institute teams, from our own lean experts. We have a group of lean experts that we train in-house. More leadership development, not that much into the leadership, but into the middle managers. We focus in this phase one in a lot of training, a lot of coaching into the middle management. So stability and expansion, more VSMs, the MRO this time, and more leadership development. So we closed this phase. We closed this phase this week, as I was mentioning, and we have put the basis, we have redefined what is phase three for us. Phase three for us is, don't want you to look into this, but that was our exercise. That was the summary of our exercise this week. We have to be realistic and understand the problem that we are suffering right now into our deployment of lean management. And it is leadership. It's myself, it's my team. We are coming very fast, very soon to old habits. One of the harder things to change is oneself. And we want to use this phase to deepen into the lean coaching of the leadership team in maintenance and engineering. We are approximately 10 people, to really have a deep and lasting change in the way we manage, the way we lead our people, the way we act, the way we behave with our people. We want to be an example. So this is one of the focuses right now. It is a step back, but we believe that's necessary. One of the harder things we have found during this journey is to change ourselves, to be the lean leaders that are an example to our people. So that will be one of the focuses: lean coaching, some internal thinking about ourselves and the way we lead, and this will be one of the work stream for this new phase. We want to extend value stream mapping, value flow analysis, Kaizen events, Gemba events to the whole organization. We don't want to be the thing, we want to be our daily business. What we do regularly, we analyze our values flows, we use A3s to solve problems, and that's something that the whole organization has to do. We will be focusing into making the value stream mapping part of our daily routine. And then, final but not least, experimentation, sorry. We are overthinking the change. We have to experiment more. We have to do experiments in the management system, in the indicators, in our processes, in our training, the way we approach problems. So there will be a big focus in experiment and helping people to not be afraid of change, to not be afraid of trying new things, and encourage this. So that will be our focus for the next months coming. Leadership, lean leadership, value stream mapping, value flow, Kaizen, Gemba, all the time, all the areas, everybody, and experimentation. We have to be faster changing. We don't want to be afraid of change. That's our next phase. This was the event that this week we were defining this, and this is the team. So we know that's a journey. We are in the process of changing, but as I was mentioning, we first need to change ourselves. We do have to change. I have to change before the whole organization will change afterwards. So we want to lead by example. And yeah, that's our journey, Juan. This is our approach. And back to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks you and the team. Wonderful. I need to change. We need to change. We have two questions from the audience. Very quickly, the first question is: which is being the change this time to make it sustainable on the time? Which is being changed this time to make it sustainable on the time?
So for me, as I was mentioning, phase one, training of the leadership. Phase two, expanding this training, this coaching to the rest of the team. But we, as a leadership team, we have gone back to old habits. Sustainability is very important, and that's why there's a full work stream for the next phase when I want to be the leading example. I want to think, I want to act differently. I want to be an example for our people, and I do believe that that's one of the keys of the sustainability, to be a leader that by acting serves as an example of what the organization has to be. What is my management system? What is then the management system of the company, of the area?
Okay. And another question: what does the company think about the result you have achieved on your area?
Okay.
Hello?
An objective, to be honest, it's a consequence. You start changing, you start transforming the way you manage, you start transforming how you face the problems, how the problems are in the surface, how you day by day, little by little are solving all the problems, and results come by themselves. So yeah, company is very happy with the results. And just one experience, we have to communicate more than what we have been doing. There's something fun, and Juan knows it very well. We have not been pushing this lean transformation, because obviously it's easier if the whole company is in this lean transformation. We are a big area in the company. We are more than 2,000 people. The company is, remember, 12,000 people. We are a big portion of the company, but it's easier. It would be easier if the whole company is in the same framework, is in the same transformation. We are not there right now, but funny thing, when people saw what we were doing, when people saw what our people, where our people was changing, they approached to us to understand and to be part of this. So right now we started as maintenance and engineering, and Juan knows it very well. He's also helping our flight ops department, most probably our in-flight services department. So things are moving not by pushing the change to them, but by pulling the change, showing
Nice.
them what we are doing, and them are approaching us wanting to change the same way.
Thanks, Albert. Thanks, extended from your team. Are
Thank
continue
you.
your journey. Enjoy. Wonderful case. A lot of learnings for us. And thank you for the audience. And continue with the link global connection in the main stage. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.